Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive?
Always ready to dive in.
Today we're tackling two super important concepts you hear all the time in software testing. Severity and priority.
Yeah, those two can be a bit tricky, right? Like figuring out which is which.
Exactly. So to make it crystal clear, and maybe have a little fun along the way, we're going to use a real-life analogy from the source material.
Oh, I love a good analogy. Always helps make things click.
Okay, get this. Imagine it's your 10th wedding anniversary.
A big one.
Huge. But here's the catch.
Yeah.
It also happens to be the day of the World Cup final.
Oh, wow. That's a tough one. Talk about a dilemma.
Right. It's like peak relationship importance colliding with, well, the biggest soccer game of your life.
I can see where this is going. Decisions.
So let's break it down, starting with severity. If you completely blanked on your anniversary, how bad would that be?
Oh, man, that's decon 1 level bad. We're talking sleeping on the couch, cold dinners for a month, maybe even separate vacations.
Yeah, the consequences would be pretty severe.
Exactly. And that's basically what severity means in the context of software testing, too. It's all about the impact a bug has.
Right. So some bugs are just minor annoyances, like a button being a little off, but some can cause a total system meltdown.
Exactly. Just like forgetting that anniversary. Some bugs are like, whatever, while others can bring the whole house down.
Okay, so severity is about how big of a deal the problem is. But where does priority come in?
Priority is all about urgency. How quickly does something need to be addressed? So think back to our World Cup scenario. You can't exactly tell your spouse, hey, honey, let's just push our anniversary to next week. World Cup finals on.
Yeah, not going to fly.
Yeah.
The longer you wait, the worse things get.
Exactly. So in that case, dealing with the anniversary is a top priority. And it's the same idea in software testing.
Got it. So a bug might be pretty small, like a typo on a web page, low severity. But if it's on a banner for, say, a limited time sale.
Then it's got to be fixed ASAP before it affects sales.
Yeah.
Low severity, but high priority.
Okay, I'm starting to see the difference.
Yeah.
Can you give me an example of something that would be both high severity and high priority in the software world?
Definitely. Imagine a bug that completely locks users out of their accounts.
Oh, yikes. That's a nightmare.
Total nightmare. Huge impact on users and needs to be fixed immediately before everyone freaks out. High severity, high priority.
Just like that anniversary.
Exactly. And I think what's really cool here is that understanding this difference between severity and priority, it's not just for software testing, you know.
It's a life skill.
Totally. Whether you're dealing with a bug in your code or, I don't know, planning a birthday party, figuring out what's a major issue and what needs your attention first, it helps you make the right decisions.
That's such a good point. So to sum it all up, we've got severity, which is the magnitude of the problem, and then we've got priority, which is how urgently we need to address it.
And they don't always go hand in hand.
Right. Sometimes you have a low severity, high priority situation. Sometimes it's the opposite. It all depends. Great stuff. This has been really insightful. Thanks for breaking it all down.
Happy to do it.
And for listeners out there, think about a time recently where you had to weigh severity versus priority in your own life. How did you decide what to tackle first? Something we do all the time, right? Until next time, keep those brains buzzing.